Good evening. To smoke or not to smoke? That's a question that almost everybody has to face at some stage or another. It's a question that many people have to face several times in a lifetime. It's a question that's becoming of increasing concern now too, as doubts are raised about the wisdom of smoking at all, particularly cigarette smoking. It's a question that we're going to be exploring this evening with a distinguished four-member panel here, and also a live studio audience in the Here and Now studios in Broadcast Drive. And before we start, though, looking at the pros and cons of smoking, I think perhaps we ought very briefly to recap on last week's Here and Now, which was devoted to a BBC documentary entitled Smoker's Luck.
Portrait of a happy man. His wife once threatened to leave him for his own good if he went on smoking, but then she relented. Percy Bone lives for his next cigarette. He knows he'll feel better for it.
Much better. Stops my nervousness.
His doctor, too, says, give it up, you'll live longer. In 1948, Richard Doll, a young epidemiologist, was recruited to investigate an alarming increase in cancer of the lung.
But when the results first started coming in, it immediately became clear that there was a very close relationship with cigarette smoking.
Two particular deaths don't prove anything, two particular examples. But what we've got here in this study, we've got 10,000 deaths among people, and when you get 10,000 deaths, then you start to get a really coherent and accurate picture of exactly what it is that smoking does. And other studies have been done in other countries with maybe 30,000 deaths in Japan, 75,000 deaths in America, and the picture that has emerged from all of them is very much the same. Which diseases are really closely related with smoking, which ones are not, and just about how big the hazards are. There is no reasonable doubt this is found everywhere.
Cigarettes are pretty bad for you.
Percy Bone was not convinced enough to stop. His legs are artificial. For the second operation, they could risk only a regional anesthetic.
Well, the first one was worse because it made me depressed. The second one, nothingness. Well, when you've gone through one operation and go through another one that's similar, you don't feel so bad. And I just lay there and watched the nurse and the two doctors operating. And then after about 20 minutes, I heard the sawing of the leg being sawed off. And then I just, when it finished, I sat up and asked if I could see the leg, what they took off. And they refused to show me. And then I asked for a cup of tea.
What you're about to see is a transportation system for the Micronauts. These are rocket tubes. The electric air power terminal lets you blast up, down, forward, and back again. But that's not all. You can build a space elevator or any other layout you can dream up. Even run it in the dark. Rocket tubes from the world of the Micronauts. Assembly required by Mego.
Dolly Pop's Pop Town.
You can dress her.
Dolly Pops are the fashion dolls with pretty outfits you just pop on. Dolly Pop's Pop Town. Oh, Dolly, 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 Dolly Pops. You can sit her in a chair, you can fix her long hair, or you can pop on a bicycle. Dolly Pop's Pop Town. Oh, Dolly, Dolly, Dolly. You can dress her in a bridal gown.
She's beautiful.
Dolly Pops. Dolly Pop's Pop Town comes with 3 Dolly Pops dolls and everything else you see here from Knickerbocker.
The Mickey Mouse roller coaster. Batteries not included. Assembly required. Mickey, Donald, and Goofy race around the track, up the fun castle, round the curves, over the bridge, and around they go again. The Mickey Mouse turnover choo-choo. Batteries not included. Assembly required.
Turn over choo-choo. Turn over choo-choo. Turn over choo-choo.
Mickey Mouse turnover choo-choo. Mickey Mouse roller coaster sold separately by Ilko.
If you can pick bristle blocks up, you can put them together. And if you can put bristle blocks together, you can build all kinds of interesting things. Put any 2 bristle blocks together any which way, and they'll stay. Then you can...
Now there's a new dimension in color television, Electro-Home Blue Optic. 4-lens focusing captures all the detail for a bright, clear, crisp picture. Get a wide range of pure lifelike color, less affected by harsh room light because the Blue Optic screen absorbs light. Electro-Home Blue Optic television. So real, it seems almost three-dimensional.
I built the entire city of Seattle on the roof of my car.
Now my car has wings, feathers, and a beak.
A little glue, a few seeds, just add water, and voila!
It's not what you add on to our car that makes it more fun. It's what you take off. The Del Sol from Honda.
Right now, your Honda dealer is offering attractive lease rates on the Del Sol F.
The laughs are on the next Mike Douglas show because Beretta's Robert Blake is co-hosting.
I laugh at life. I mean, I think the whole thing is a joke.
While Dallas's Victoria Principal introduces her new husband.
Have you had any heated arguments thus far?
Should we tell him the truth?
And Tiny Tim asks the musical question.
You walk and you think I'm sexy.
Mike Makes Your Day, Monday at 3:30 here on 2.
If you're fashion-minded, watch out. Big-time shopping is finally here, Monroeville Mall.
There's one place in town that you'll enjoy. They won't give you the runaround. No way. It's called Clouds, located at 2521 North 7th Street. They'd like you to come in and look around. It's a very unique shop, but it is hard to find. All you have to do is just look for the zebra out front, and you will be at Clouds, located at 2521 North 7th Street. Remember, that's Clouds, just like the clouds in the sky. Look for the good thing. It's hard to find. Clouds.
Channel 5 proudly presents
Late night Saturday after Saturday Night Live, the fun continues on Channel 5. It's high comedy at midnight with Second City TV, and then rock and roll satire with Sha-Na-Na. Rolling along, it's broken records on the Guinness Game, and then eerie suspense on Tales of the Unexpected. So lay back for one big hit after another. Late night Saturday.
Channel 5 proud as a peacock.
Summer vacation, and Charlie has some simple desires.
What I want is that girl on a guitar.
But two things stand between him. His basic needs.
Repressed sexual tension.
And a perfect chance to make a lot of money.
I want to talk to you. Goodbye, Mrs. Cleaver. Say hi to Ward for me.
First, there's his concerned parents.
Your father and I are going away tomorrow.
Second is his conniving sister.
There happens to be a moral decline in this country. There will be no drinking, no overnight guests, and no parties. Is that understood? Hush!
It's beach balls.
Radical!
They're here.
And you're all invited.
When you do, don't touch your fingers to your mouth.
Weird.
I can't take him anywhere.
What?
Get him on film. Uh-oh.
Hey, Robert.
What's up? Get your underwear back?
No.
Damn.
No.
Damn the system.
Stop and come straight up, and come straight up here on the opposite side of the we're gonna see that, and we're gonna film me doing that first. Security suit, get that sign in the building. Sequence. Yeah. You got the outside building thing now.
Good evening, Drew University.
You see? A bit more. Oh shit! Oh. Got it? What do you think about the filming today? How was it? These blood tastes fucking shitty.
The dream sequence.
Yeah.
It's like surreal type.
This is what my grandmother does. She gets this. This is what my grandmother does. She cuts out these articles out of magazines, and they're all like about lobsters. And wait, these pictures are great because you see the marching lobsters.
Marching?
Look, they're marching. Wait, look, they're marching lobsters. Isn't that
I
great?
don't get it. That's bizarre.
They march. They just kind of, that's what they do.
That would make a good meal.
Look at how large that lobster is.
Great meal.
What? So, and then she sends me these cute little postcards, and I forgot that these things existed. So, I want to drop these off.
I don't have any money.
Hi. Do you mind going together?
No, I was supposed to.
I'm going to go to dinner now. Jack, you want to go to dinner?
Hi, I'm Ted Collins telling you to get up and get moving. It's a lovely day out today. Come on, get out of bed.
Just don't crash in.
I was like, no, honey, this is the South Carolina, North Carolina border. And
Notice, you look good in this shot.
And it's just this big
turquoise
thing.
extravaganza.
I gotta put it on manual
Black
focus, I'm
velvet
sorry.
paintings to your heart's delight.
Yeah,
Fireworks.
oils on black velvet.
What's up?
How far are we going on that exam tomorrow?
Like a piece of paper that I'm gonna be trying to, you know.
Okay, we're recording now.
We're recording now?
Yes, we are.
Speak up into the mic, Frank.
We're recording now.
Speak, look, you see blinks when you say something.
Yeah, blinks when you say something.
In the word.
Yeah. You homo.
Coke. And tous les francophones du monde, tous les Yo-yo.
Hey, what happened to him, he deserved. His life's in shambles. But he wanted to buy a gas tank instead.
Meredith.
No worries, Frank. Yeah. Please. Had lights on. Tell me how it went.
Something from Swahili too. And I said, and then we said at the same time, Urdu.
Yeah, you could do
We
that.
live in a very strange time.
Yes.
I thought it was very complimentary.
You don't understand. This political correctness is not. No one. You know, you can't say anything about anyone.
I was left behind when that train took off from the station.
Yeah.
Here, let's go.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Last night, these were alive. I know what you're talking about. The night before, those bears were alive. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Last night, these dolls were like alive.
Oh yeah.
Like they're moving around and stuff. Yeah, I know what you're saying. The other night, these dolls were like alive.
Oh yeah.
Like they're moving around and stuff. Yeah, I know what you're saying. The other night, these dolls were like alive.
Oh yeah.
Like moving around and stuff.
This would be good.
Go.
Ah!
Hello? Want to see where I came from? Hold your breath. First stop's the reservoir. Hold your breath again. It'll only take a minute. Here we are. Mountains, snow, forest. Wouldn't you like to live up here? Nice, clean water. Lots of it. See that beaver? See that moose? They like clean water. Getting downstream now. See those ducks? Those fish like clean water too. Let's us go fishing. Clean water is good for everybody.
Columbia Pictures proudly presents a minor motion picture event. A film with absolutely no redeeming social value whatsoever. A film that has won not 5, not 3, but absolutely no Academy Award nominations. A film that luminaries like Bergman, Fellini, Spielberg, and Lucas had absolutely nothing to do with. A film that every critic in America has unanimously hailed as a motion picture. This is Hard Bodies, the film that will teach you important new words like hard bodies.
Means perfect little foxes down on the beach.
BBD.
It's a bigger and better deal.
And wuss.
Yeah, she said we got a lot more class than an immature boy like you. Oh man, that wuss.
It will answer important questions.
Where became a romance?
You want romance? Read a novel. You want me? I'm upstairs.
Expand your language skills.
My friend Rag here, he's multilingual. He's flipping you off in 48 languages.
Explore the wonders of nature.
Look at these hamstrings, this gluteus maximus. This is the body of the 80s.
To travel where no man has gone before. And how to effectively plan your day.
First, we'll make love. Then we'll go for a jog. And then we can come back and make love again until we bounce off the walls.
How do you like your eggs?
Hard Bodies is stuffed with fine dialogue.
Is over easy okay?
Lavish costumes. The latest in special effects.
Well, is everything turned on now?
Everything is now.
And an important message for all.
Party, 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 party!
It runs about an hour and a half, raves the Encino Gazette. It's shot with movie film, just like E.T., says the Schenectady World Bulletin. And Utah Today calls it absolutely the best film we have seen this afternoon. If you see only one movie this year, then go see this one also. Hard Bodies. If you don't know what they are, you don't know what you're missing.
Mr. Moose, it's time to get your shots.
Oh, no, forget it, Captain. I'm not getting shots. No, sir. No one is going to give me a shot.
Fine, I was just checking.
Huh?
I said, okay, if you don't want the shots, then you won't get shots.
Is that it? I mean, are you just going to let me go out and catch measles and mumps?
But you said that you...
Never mind what I said. Have you ever seen a moose with mumps?
What about measles?
That's worse.
So what are you trying to tell me?
I want my shots.
Now, that's what I wanted to hear.
How do you do that?
King Kong on King Kong glasses. Get one free at Burger Chef when you buy a Big Chef or Super Chef, large fries, and a large serving of Coca-Cola. Or get one with purchase of a regular size Coke at a special price. King Kong glasses. Get all 4 for your kids. You want a straw?
You get more 'cause you like that burger chef.
Well, that's that. The story of the Thin Man with William Powell and Myrna Loy. I'm going to get them back out here in a minute to talk to you. As you know, these broadcasts from the Lux Radio Theater are quite an event in Hollywood. And among our many friends here tonight, as well as the greatest stars of the silent pictures, I admired her from afar when she was doing such magnificent spectacles as Cleopatra, and I was just an extra. Today, she is the wife of one of our leading film directors. I've known her for many years as a most charming and gracious lady, and I want you to meet her now, Miss Theda Bara.
Thank you, Woody. Hollywood entertainment has certainly developed amazingly since I was making pictures.
Yes, everything's different now.
As you and I know, before pictures grew up and started to talk, we had to translate all emotion into pantomime. Oh, you may think you have trouble today, but do you remember the difficulties we had working with a split screen? We had to express jealousy, hate, love, or devotion, all in pantomime, and at the same time keep pace as the director guided us with a 1, 2, 3, 4, just as a metronome guides a pianist.
Pantomime has always been one of the greatest of arts. And may I say, Miss Vera, I have always thought that you were one of the greatest masters of that art.
Oh, you're very kind, Woody. We worked awfully hard making those pictures. For instance, in making Cleopatra, we had no research department at the studio. I worked myself for months with the curator of Egyptology at the Metropolitan Museum in New York. It was great fun, though.
I understand, Miss Vera, you're going to make some radio appearances.
Yes, I am. And I'm also going to do some motion picture work.
No, that's good news.
I'm considering an offer now, running through scripts and ideas. Oh, I just hope everyone will be as happy about another Theda Bara picture as I am. The public has been very good to me in the past.
And I know they'll be awfully glad to see you again. I'm sure it'll be a great thrill not only seeing you, but hearing your voice. Thanks, Miss Vera, for joining us tonight.
I'm glad I could. Good night.
John Wayne was a freak.
What did you say, Miller?
What?
The hell he was!
He was too, you boys. I installed two-way mirrors in his pad in Brentwood. And he come to the door in a dress.
You're flipping nuts. That doesn't mean he was a freak, Miller. A lot of straight guys like to watch their buddies play.
They do?
No, I do.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Damn straight, I do.
Damn on John Wayne, man. Tell us his name, you little sissy.
I'm going home, Airhead. Loonies! Hey, take it easy.
Started with the Mothers of Invention from their album Weasels Ripped My Flesh, and we played a thing that features Sugarcane Harris called Directly From My Heart to You, on electric violin, of course. Then we went to another album that has Sugarcane Harris, which is John Mayall's new album, USA Union. Sugarcane Harris and Harvey Mandel and Larry Taylor, former bassist for the Canned Heat, and nice album. Played a cut called Night Flyer from there. We're 20 minutes away from 4, Compton on a Saturday afternoon, and it is the 14th day of November.
Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. And when your eyes behold the beauty created for you by Coiffures for Artemia, you'll be beholden to them. Just a little verbal trickery to make you aware of Coiffures by Artemia, a nice little beauty salon located in Pima Plaza in Scottsdale. Coiffures by Artemia. If you've got hair, they can do something nice with it. Everything from frosting and tinning to just trimming it up to get rid of those split ends. They feature several types of hairstyles, the braid look, the Gibson girl style, shag haircuts, or anything else you can think of. Coiffures by Artemia. They'll be beholden forth at 20 Pima Plaza with an eye toward beauty for you. Mention KCAC, and you'll also be beholden in your pocket the 10% off they'll give you.
We want to remind you that this week at Artemia's, if you go in and mention that you heard it on KCAC, you'll receive a haircut free of charge, which is kind of a nice thing. So drop on down and get a free haircut. Music can set you free if you're confused. Love can set you free if you're lonely. But Dick Garcia bail bonds can set you free if you are busted. Now, you can trust them and they can help you. Guaranteed freedom by calling 254-6666. That's 254-6666. Dick Garcia bail bonds. There. Rags Limited is a clothing store that's located at 29 Pima Plaza in Scottsdale, and Pima Plaza happens to be 1 block south of Indian School Road at Scottsdale Road in Scottsdale. And so instead of telling you all of the virtues of the store, we'll tell you what they have, and then you can decide for yourself if you want to go see, okay? American flag t-shirts, petite long sleeve t-shirts, Spiro Agnew doormats, pants, shirts, vests, leather goods, jewelry, bags, Wallace Beery shirts, fashions for men and women, fur-lined coats from Afghanistan, Afro fashions, chamois pantsuits, leather hats, middies, minis, maxis, dashikis, and handcrafted clothing for men and women from Africa, Guatemala, Belgium, Afghanistan, Mexico, and all around the world. All at Rags Limited, 29 Pima Plaza, and that is in Scottsdale, friends.
When I was back there in seminary school,
Jungle Jim.
there was a person there who put forth the proposition that you can petition the Lord with prayer. Petition the Lord with prayer. Petition the Lord with prayer. You cannot petition the Lord with prayer.
Section 5 of Selected Public Domain Poems by John Masefield. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Liam Neely. Cargoes. Quinquirim of Nineveh, from distant Ophir, rowing home to haven in sunny Palestine, with a cargo of ivory and apes and peacocks, sandalwood, cedarwood, and sweet white wine. Stately Spanish galleon, coming from the isthmus, dipping through the tropics by the palm-green shores, with a cargo of diamonds, emeralds, amethysts, topazes, and cinnamon, and gold moidores. Dirty British coaster with a salt-cake smokestack, butting through the channel in the mad March days, with a cargo of tine coal, road rail, pig lead, firewood, ironware, and cheap tin trays. End of Cargoes.
Because Earweird.
Kennedy says, now here's Mr. Kwanzaa. Good evening, my friends. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Tom. The Colorcast is on the air now for Wednesday night, December the 9th, 1998. Jewel, the singer and performer, is here tonight. And the amazing story of Georgia Durante. You will not believe this one. And you on the toll-free. You know, we have a new problem here in Southern California, which our weather forecasters are keeping us advised of on a nightly basis, and that is wind. We have a wind alert in Los Angeles. Now, in some parts of the city, in the mountain areas and out in the valley, I guess it's blowing pretty good. But in most parts of Los Angeles, it is perfectly calm. Coming in here this evening, we have a new way of entering the immense broadcast facility here at CBS. They've closed the old entrance because it was not secure, and CBS doesn't want just anybody coming in here, I can tell you. And we have a new location now, a new entrance, a main gate that allows you into the immense broadcast facility. And what they have there is an old-fashioned gate that a guy has to come out and crank up by hand. And I mean, it's been cold and windy and rainy here for the last couple of weeks at night in Southern California. So coming in tonight, I talked with Charles, who's the guard on duty in the evening when I come in. I said, you know, you would think with all the money that this company generates, they could at least install an electric-powered gate for you. And Charles says, yeah, you would think so. So, you know, Les, if you're watching, or Karmazan back there, let's get the power gate in here for Charles out here at night. It's cold out here in California. Thank you very much. Now, last night we did something that you would have enjoyed. It's called Go Out and See Mark Kennedy's Car. Mark has a variety of cars. They're beautiful cars, and last night Mark brought in his classic Thunderbird Roadster, you know, where the top disappears into the trunk. And naturally, when you go out and play with Mark Kennedy's car, he has several that he brings in on a rotating basis. You want to try all the bells and whistles on Mark Kennedy's car. So I slid behind the wheel of the Thunderbird last night, you know, and they got the steering wheel that, remember that comes over, the tilt-away, swing-away wheel? And I noticed that one of the headlights was out. I said, you know, Mark, the headlight on your car on the right-hand side doesn't work. He said, just a second, I'll fix it. He goes over, wham! Headlight comes on. He says, there, see, problem solved. I said, great. Now, naturally, when you go out to see Mark Kennedy's car, you want to play with all the stuff, and so, you know, you turn the radio on. You would turn the air conditioner on, but it doesn't have one. And, you know, $1 saved is $1 earned. And then you want to make the windows go up and down. Now, there's a window on the back side over here, a little quarter window, they call them. I says, Mark, the window doesn't go down. He says, just a second. Goes over, wham! Window goes down perfectly. That's what we do here at night. We go out and see Mark Kennedy's car. Fabulous thing. And then today at the dog park, I had another new experience in my life to follow up on Let's Visit Mark Kennedy's Car. That was when Oliver found a dog that I call Louis the Humper. Man, this dog, I'm sure the dog was neutered years ago, but I guess some things you never forget, huh? Anyway, in line with that, I thought we'd conclude the monologue with a little story that came in on the email this afternoon, in which a pastor gets up before the congregation and he says, folks, today I'm going to say a word, not necessarily funny, and you sing a song that goes along with the word. So he says the word rock, and the congregation sang Rock of Ages. The minister said cross, and the people sang the old rugged cross. Then the minister said the word power. The congregation sang power in the blood. And finally the minister said sex. And they all sat in shock, dumbfounded. And finally, way in the back, way in the back, an 87-year-old lady stood up and began to sing Precious Memories. I'm Tom, you're watching CBS, and thanks for catching our pictures as we fly them through the air.
Good morning. This is WMAQ-TV, Channel 5, NBC Television in Chicago, welcoming you to another day of outstanding television programs. WMAQ-TV constantly strives to maintain high programming standards in the public interest. The programs telecast by this station may not be used for any purpose except exhibition at the time of their telecast, on receivers of the type ordinarily used for home reception, in places where no admission, cover, or mechanical operating charges are made.
Good morning. Do you remember the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz? He told the Tin Woodman that he planned on asking the odds for some brains and a heart also. But having tried them both, he would much rather have a heart. After having the opportunity of sharing life closely with children and adults with mental disabilities, as the director of Misericordia Homes North and South, I agree with the Tin Woodman. If a choice had to be made, the heart would win. Needless to say, the integration of both gifts would be most desirable, but that is not always the reality. Mentally disabled children and adults are often masters of all things pertaining to the heart. They are truly pilgrim people, placing their hope in God and others. They are not capable of making elaborate plans for tomorrow, so they learn to enjoy the moment, live for the moment, to place their future in trust. They know how to receive, to accept, to love and be loved. They keep alive mystery. They are without prejudice, so they listen with no preconceived expectations. There's a sense of wonder about them, and they stand in awe of simple things. They show us how extraordinary the ordinary really is. Who can question their purpose? In a technologically oriented society, too often devoid of basic human values, their presence among us is a constant reminder of that which is good. People who are open to their many gifts are constantly amazed by their generosity and their love. Their presence have enriched our lives at Misericordia 100-fold. We are most grateful to them and to God.
We are reporting to you today from the World Psychiatric Association regional meetings hosted by the American Psychiatric Association, and they're discussing critical issues in psychiatry for the 80s, as you can see from this program.
And one of the important sessions deals with psychiatric problems in children, and I'd like to...
This is the Showtime Entertainment Network, and here's what's coming next.
Viva Elvis, Viva and Margaret. They're the hottest combo on the Vegas Strip. Rockin' and romancing to 11 great Elvis hits. Viva Las Vegas.
Put a little movie excitement in your weekend on Showtime.
When a great Chinese master is savagely murdered, the immortal Bruce Lee seeks revenge. He defends the ancient kung fu tradition with fists of fury.
Saturday, they were young, alone, and in paradise. And as they grew, they found that paradise had many mysteries. The greatest of these came from within. And when they discovered desire, it was like a wave caressing the beach, its force so irresistible, so complete, so powerful. Beautiful Brooke Shields and Christopher Atkins star in The Blue Lagoon, premiering Saturday night at 8, 7 Central.
Sunday, you are about to witness an accident in space. And what was found in the Arizona desert may be this nation's most closely guarded secret.
We think it was a controlled landing. You mean someone brought it in? And that someone is still in there.
The truth about what and who they found could change the course of history.
Keep the lid on Hangar 18.
Joseph Campanella, Darren McGavin, and Robert Vaughn star in Hangar 18, Sunday night at 8, 7 Central. Don't miss a minute of the movie excitement this weekend on Showtime. From San Francisco, Hot Ticket presents Fred Willard and 5 of the Wild West's top stand-up comics in the San Francisco Big Laugh-Off. It's silliness San Francisco style, laid back and loony. Don't miss the San Francisco Big Laugh-Off on Showtime. In the city, what you see can get you killed.
Bring it, the boy.
She's a woman with a pearl-handled will.
Come on. Come on. Oh, I'd love it. Come on. Don't hang back. I'd love it.
Oscar nominee Jenna Rollins.
You let a woman be, John. You're hungry.
Gloria. Burt Reynolds is a superstar quarterback behind bars who'll tackle anything.
We're getting up a football game against the guards.
With the guards?
Yeah, I want to play.
He's going to put together the biggest, the baddest, the meanest machine ever.
I think you broke
Burt Reynolds is unedited, uncensored, and unbelievable in the longest yard, playing the game that breaks all the rules, all the records, and all the bones on Showtime. Here's a bizarre question. What's inventive?
This also vibrator.
Daring. Bigger and better than ever. It's Bizarre, of course, beginning a brand new season starring John Biner. It's Bizarre's second season, hilarious and offbeat as ever. All your favorites are here, including Super Dave Osborne doing what he does best. Don't miss the all-new season of Bizarre. The promise of tomorrow's energy becomes today's nuclear nightmare.
This is Jack Fidel. We have a serious condition. You get everybody into safety areas and make sure that they stay there.
They weren't supposed to see it happen, and telling the world could cost them their lives. Only one man can stop it. Jack Lemmon, Jane Fonda, and Michael Douglas Starr in The China Syndrome. Our next feature starts shortly, right after Showtime Shorts.
Hi, Florence.
Hi.
Homegrown tomatoes. Hey, you really do drink Tang.
Don't you worry about Susie getting enough vitamin C?
My Susie?
Almost half the children in this country don't. But Tang has a full day's supply of vitamin C.
Well, what if she won't drink it?
She'll love Tang. It has a natural orange taste.
It's good.
See, I told you.
Delicious Tang instant breakfast drink. Do something good for your family.
Good morning, listeners, and welcome to that amazing, incredible Kenny Everett show. One of those swinging, older swing in England set today that you probably come across. A lot of records playing, and, you know, generally get together, and none of your FBI playing in the background, no amplifiers. Go on, Ken, then. Great.
Strawberry Fields. It's pretty straightforward, isn't it? How's it go? Let me take you down. That's it. Yeah. It's not about. It's just about me, really, or anybody else that is thinking like that.
Yeah. Just a random
it's just
thoughts.
I mean, it says it here. What's it say? It's pretty straightforward, isn't it? It's just a bit of messing and let's get away to Strawberry Fields. A bit of messing, let's get away to Strawberry Fields. It's just, you know, it's fantastic to me. Maybe at certain points when you're doing it, and then after that you can't listen to it objectively, and it takes till about now, say, to really listen to it and understand what you're really talking about.
Oh, hi there. I'm running late. I'm just stopping by to pick up a few things. And I wanted to try to return this shaving cream for another brand. My husband says he switched brands a long time ago. Who knew? Anyhow, I hope I can get in and out quickly without too much hassle. Well, let's check the circular, see what's on sale.
mean.
Oh, no.
I know, and I was just dying to go.
Excuse me, can you help me?
Just a second, I'll be right with you. Look it, I'll think of some excuse. Listen, I gotta help this lady. I'll talk to you about it later.
Bye.
How can I help you?
Hi. I couldn't find any circulars in the display. Do you have any over here? Oh, and I wanted to return this shaving cream I bought for another brand if I could.
I think we're out of circulars. Yeah, I don't see any around. But if you come back tomorrow, I'm sure somebody will refill them by then.
Well, can I exchange this, please?
I'm just covering for somebody, and I'm not too sure how to do that. Could you come back in a half an hour?
No, I really can't. Well, I guess it'll just have to wait till next time. Thanks anyway.
Oh, don't mention it.
Well, I didn't get much service at the service counter. Guess I'll just pick up the few things I need and get out of here quickly. Oh, great. My shoes. Why doesn't somebody clean this stuff up?
Next.
What?
What can I get for you?
I'd like a pound of that baked ham you have on special.
We ran out.
Can you recommend something else?
I don't know. Here's what we got. You pick something.
Excuse me.
Yep.
These pork chop packages are all 6-packs. I don't need that many. Could I get a smaller package?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I've got to get this done. I don't have any time to repackage anything right now. Why don't you get a 6-pack and freeze some of it?
Well, if I wanted that many, that's what I'd do. Never mind.
Any coupons?
No, I just have these 3 items.
Oh, you want me to bag these?
Well, yes, if you would, please.
Good night. Have a nice day. You know, I'm really not a hard person to please. Most customers aren't. We don't complain or make a scene. But these were really unpleasant experiences. We all were insulted and ignored. And everything was made more difficult than it should have been. As customers, we vote with our wallets. And you can be sure that no more of our money will be going to this store. And you better believe that we'll steer our friends away from this place as well. You know what? If they don't care about us, we don't care to come back. We're going to take our shopping somewhere else.
Hey, Scotty. Scotty, how come my buddy Sam Kinison isn't here with you tonight? Huh? Let me introduce. Zip it! Let me introduce home base up here for you. We have Stuart Goldman, who is a rock critic. Right? We got Joey Ramone. Joey Ramone from the Ramones, all right? And we've got buddy of mine. We got Ace Frehley, one of the founders of KISS, all right? Let me start with you, Stuart. Then, home base, of course. Home base, we got at, I should say at Loudmouth number 1, we've got Steve Whitaker. And at my buddy Alex Mitchell, all right, Stickers of Power. Stewie. Stewie, baby. Rock and roll has always been called the devil's music. You remember that from when you were a kid, all right? When Elvis appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show, they didn't show him down below the waist, all right? Told not to shoot him down there. Is what we're seeing and hearing today any worse than the 1956 gyration?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. Because when Elvis came on, he was original. He started something. You mentioned Bob Dylan before. Bob Dylan was original. Shut up. This guy, I've seen this guy 8 million times. This guy's going to have a day job in 5 years from now. We're never going to remember him. This is not original. This is just some gimp that looks like he crawled out of a garbage can.
Why? What does he look like? He doesn't look like a garbage can. He's a friend of mine, pal.
There's 8 million bands in garages that play just like that.
How much do you know? All right, now you just made the move on him. How much do you know about his music?
I heard it. I've 3 chords.
How come you told our guitar player backstage that we sounded good?
Good guitar player. Good guitar.
Just do me one favor and tell the truth here, okay?
You remember his last album?
I never heard of this guy
what
before.
What is his present album?
You probably even know one title of one of the songs.
I never heard of him.
That's because you don't know
then how come you can nail him?
What are you doing here?
How come you can nail him? You're nailing him like so many other critics, baby. No. Like so many other critics without knowing what the hell is behind
I just heard him now.
You're nailing him. Why don't you go marry Tipper Gore?
Sorry. You.
Why don't you marry someone like Tipper Gore?
Why don't you marry G. Gordon Liddy, pal? You want to make me into a bad guy.
I don't want to make you into a bad guy. You make yourself into a bad guy. You're attacking something you don't even know about. You've never heard their music.
I just heard it. I just heard it.
Buckle up, kids! It's Mania TV! Yes!
You're watching Clean Slate on Mania TV. I'm CJ Kristen. Up next, we have Plain White Tees along with the Gym Class Heroes. You want to be a gym class hero? Take off your clothes, streak across gym class, and you could win a $5,000 trip to Vegas. A full weekend in Vegas. You might get suspended, but hey, 2 days off school ain't so bad. You gotta be 18 though. Seniors! This is Clean Slate. I'm Kristen. I'm here at Sunday night. I'm here every Sunday night, and I'll be with you back again Saturday morning. So, on Clean Slate, Danko Jones and the Future Heads. Listen, guys. Before I forget, ping out to Jonathan. That comes from Dee in the chat room. Dee was very adamant for me to make Jonathan get into the chat room and talk himself. I don't know if you guys are so close, why don't just figure this out ahead of time. But thanks for including me. This is all hip-hop and rap. I love it. R.A., the Rugged Man, is up next. My RA was a rugged man. I went to school in LA, and this guy was like he was in the Sasquatch. Okay, I'm gonna let you watch this video. Think a little more about what I have to say, and then we'll come back in a second. All right? We're always on, we're always live, and I'm about to be fired. We're worldwide. It's Mania TV.
Breaker, one-niner. That did not work as planned. Breaker, check. You know what will work as planned, though? These next videos. Wait, what? That's all? That's all you got? Breaker, you're lame, Breaker, Niner, Breaker. What? Guys, dead air time. It's called dead air time. I guess they don't have anything else to say. Neither do I.
We turkeys can't appreciate celebrating Thanksgiving by eating a turkey. We think you should go to a Carvel ice cream store and buy an ice cream turkey. Then we can all have a party with you.
Your participating Carvel ice cream store has Tom the turkey for Thanksgiving. And he's ready and beautiful. Or you want to send one to a friend? Use the toll-free number that you see here. We honor most major credit cards. And have a happy holiday, folks. Thank you.
Are you ready for the girls? Are you ready for the guys?
What has he got that we haven't got?
Are you ready for Hard Bodies 2?
We're making movies on location.
They're oversexed,
Ollie Ollie action free.
overexposed, and overseas. Get ready to party again. Hard Bodies 2. Adventures in Paradise. Hard Bodies 2.
Please rewind this cassette.